Thank you so much for showing up today. And it is an incredible opportunity and humbling experience for me. It's a great honor for me that I get to share with you my life, my experience, everything that I have picked up over the time through books, classrooms, cassettes, CDs. You can tell how old I am, workshops, whatever have you. And be here today with you to share the 3 keys to confidence. And everyone has their own perception. Hi, Elise. I'm so happy to see you here. My idea of confidence, like why I need confidence, may be different than why you feel you need more confidence. So I want you to drop into the chat. What does confidence mean for you? Like, why did you sign up for this masterclass? What is confidence to you? If this is in one area of your life, you can say family, health, relationship, peace of mind, whatever you can say. And I don't want to put answers into your head, or whatever it is, self-expression, speaking from stage, career opportunities, confidence to go to the dentist. We all have our own reasons for this. And I'm going to again take a 20-second break. So let's get started with that. So elicit self-expression. I hope I did not feed that into you, but self-expression is a great thing for us because we are all empathetic people. And when someone asks you about you, it can become challenging. Being able to live and speak my truth fearlessly. Anaga, yes. So Angela, Kevin, I would appreciate if you responded like why you are here, because that is your intention. But if, again, you have full choice, if you don't want to share, I'm completely fine with that too. But if I know what your intention is, then I can gear this time to best support you. So 3 keys to confidence. And you may be like, why 3? Why not 4? Why not 5? Why not 2? Why not 1? There are so many. But how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And confidence is this massive topic that you can go at it from any direction. So when you show up at a buffet, there is an appetizer, there is the main course, and there's the dessert. There are 3 things that you really walk away with. You will get so many things. There might be many appetizers and many items in the main course, and you might have options of the dessert, and you will try a little bit from everything. So you will get all of that. But broadly, if somebody says, okay, you went to this masterclass, what did you get over there? What were the 3 keys? I want you to have those 3 words. These are the 3 keys. But before I begin with that, let me share a little bit about myself. Today, I live a good life. I live a very good life, and every day I'm very grateful for it. I live close to the water, and every time I'm driving down the water, I do have to pinch myself to say, like, wow, I live by the water. This is what I have always wanted. And most of the places that I have lived close to the water. So today, in 10 minutes, I can walk to the water and put my toes into the water. That's how good my life is. And this is what I have wanted, and I have worked hard at it. And I do live this life. I get to focus on my passion. Like, I love to sing, I love to dance, I do them every day. I love to chant, meditate, do my yoga, do them every day. I love homemade food. I love to cook. I cook my meals every day, even when I'm traveling. I'm the lady with the spices. I carry my spices and I can cook my meal every day wherever I am. So I know what I'm putting into my body is helping me, is my medicine. So whatever it is that I want to do in my life today, I can do. I travel. I used to work in the IT industry, so laptop is not a new thing for me. Technology is not a scary thing for me. So I do live the laptop lifestyle. I can be in India, I can be in Texas, I can be in California, I can be in Berlin, I can be in Hawaii, I can be anywhere on the planet. My clients don't have to worry about it. When it's time to have an appointment, I am there because I have a laptop. So I call this my laptop lifestyle. I have written and published 11 books. I have written and published, I don't remember now how many articles, and they're on Apple News, MSN, Yahoo, everywhere, all over the place. I get to speak with and work with people only I want to because I am my own boss. And this might be like, whoa, Keya, you have the amazing life. So why are you here? Life wasn't always like this. It wasn't. When the towers came down, when there was a terrorist attack in this country, which was like barely this century, I would say. But in the previous century, it's hard, it's like unbelievable. It's in the previous, not even century, in the previous millennium. Yeah, in the previous millennium. Hi, Jamie. I'm so happy you are here. When I used to make six-figure income, and one day something happened. And from that high-flying life with my three little kids living in this house in Dallas with like 5 bedrooms, nearly 4 bathrooms, blah, 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 a pool and everything, I came down to like zero. I came down to nothingness. And I was not even in my mid 30s. I was 34 years old. Yeah. Everything dropped, everything fell. And I went through hell. I went through this journey of asking, what did I do wrong? I don't want to tell you too much about, all the hell that I went through at that time, because it wasn't what was going on at that time. All my insecurities from the past. You're not pretty enough. You're not good looking enough. You're not smart enough. You're not hardworking enough. You are lazy. You are stupid. You are ugly. You are slow. Everything was coming up from within me because these were the things I perceived to be my reality when I was growing up. And you might be like, what? What is Keya talking about? But yes, that is what it was. So for 4 years, I went through very dark nights of the soul, one night at a time. And my youngest one at that time was 1 year old. And then I had a 4 year old and a 7 year old. And going through all of this, through the soul searching, and I traveled. I went to workshops. I signed up for courses. I had mentors. I had coaches. I had healers. I had gurus. I went even to the top of the Himalayas to meditate. And I went and lived in silence in my guru's ashram for 90 days. The only thing I used to do was chant, because he used to say, you will lose your vocal cords if for 90 days you don't talk at all. So every evening I used to chant. But that's all I did, 90 days. And of course, go within, go within, go within. And when I came out of that, I knew a few things. I wanted to help people be happy. I wanted to help people be healthy. I wanted people to have courage and confidence and clarity. And I wanted people to feel safe and loved. I didn't know how I was going to do that. I went back to school because I worked as an engineer. I went back to school in Los Angeles in the HMI School of Hypnotherapy, and I started studied to be a hypnotherapist. And I realized that hypnotherapy was not the solution. It was a foot in the door. You can help people access their subconscious mind. But when you hear hypnotherapy, what's the first thing you hear? Or you feel or you believe is stage hypnosis. Oh, she's going to entertain. Maybe she'll make me cluck like a chicken or quack like a duck or help. Oh, I don't need this because I don't smoke. Or, I don't need to lose any weight. So entertainment, weight loss, and smoking. Those were the three things that people used to think of hypnosis. And even today, people in 2023, that's what people think. And I'm like, I don't want to help people with that. Because when I graduated, I got a list of all the things that we can help with, and we had to actually study and learn all those things. And for me, it was like, okay, so I can help anyone with anything, anywhere, at any time. But when people started coming to me, I was like, oh no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I want to help people with the root cause. And two things came up for me. Deep insecurities from extreme self-judgment. So most of my clients that I've worked with over the past 18 years, I have worked with 10,000 people. And I help them with their deepest insecurities and their extreme self-judgment. And when we can dissolve this and release this, you can grow in your self-esteem, self-confidence, self-worth, and have that freedom in your life that you want. And it's not a freedom from the past. It's not about that. It's a freedom to. So I want you to write down. I want you to take the time to write, like, what is it what is the freedom you want to? When you work with me, I have many programs. My largest program is Braveheart Coaching that people work with me for 18 months, 6 months, 12 months, whatever, but ideally 18 months, we work through all the things that you want to have a freedom from. And mostly it is, hi, Rebecca. It is your anger, sorrow, fear, guilt, hurt, shame, pain, doubts. Yeah, all that. I use timeline therapy. I use neuro-linguistic programming. I use all of that to help you find freedom from. But today, for the sake of our conversation, and today is just the beginning. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Just remember that. Day one, come in with the beginner's mind. So write down and drop it in the chat. What is it that you want freedom to? If you want to share, you can share it with me privately. I'm fine with that. I would love that. But I need to know, what is this freedom towards that you're working on? So think of a time when you felt unseen, you felt unheard, you felt misunderstood, you felt abandoned, you felt lonely, you felt helpless. Those are the things that make us want to go away from, but we only want to go away from, and we don't think of what we want to go towards. Because everyone says like, oh, I want money, I want this relationship, it's all generic. But when you get that, what will that do for you? Let's say you're making $50,000 a year and you want to make $100,000. Do you think it's $100,000 you want? Or the $100,000, that's a vehicle for something. So focus on that. What is that you want to go towards? You want a promotion. What does that promotion really mean? It means the biggest thing is more responsibilities. Is it what you're looking for? No. But that might give you some confidence, some status, some better options for whatever. So focus on what is it that you want and what will that fulfill for you? And here is one reason why we stay stuck in whatever it is that we stay stuck with, because we do not have self-acceptance. Trust me, when you were little, or let's focus on not you, Johnny, okay? When Johnny was trying to cross the road, what happened? his mom yelled at him and grabbed him and pulled him back and said, Johnny, how can you be so stupid? I told you, hold my hand, don't run. And why did you do that? Man, you could have just died. And what would have happened? And Johnny's like, "Oh, I'm stupid. I could just die." But so that's what Johnny heard. But what was Johnny's mom really trying to say? Honey, I love you so much. I cannot live without you. I don't want to lose you. Please, let's be together. Because Johnny's mom was coming from a place of love. But Johnny saw that mom was angry and he was bad again. And that's what happens to us when we are growing up. Because when you are little, you are not as tall as an adult, and you look up to them, the care providers, the primary caregiver, the secondary caregiver, the teacher, the older brother, the grandma, the nanny, whoever, you're looking up at them. So you are activating your visual cortex, this upper part of your brain, and you are perceiving yourself a certain way, and that becomes part of your imprinting. And you shut down and you shut down and you shut down. So anytime in the future, nobody called you stupid, but someone called someone else stupid, and suddenly that memory of yours got triggered. And you're like, oh my God, I know that feeling. Because dirt sticks to dirt, right? That's why the corners, the dust mites, that's in your house. Similarly, emotions, anger. Anytime you feel angry, it's not what happened at that moment. It's every time in the past that anger got triggered, gets lit up like a Christmas light, string of lights. When you feel sad, it's not what happened in that moment. Every time something made you feel sad, gets lit up. And this is what happens. It is like a string over here. So there is anger, there is sorrow, there is fear, there is guilt, and each of them is like a pearl. So once something gets lit up over here, everything gets lit up. The sorrow string of lights got lit up. The anger string of lights got lit up. And this is what happens. And so an angry person gets angrier, a sad person gets sadder, a fearful person gets more and more fearful, a guilty person feels more and more guilt, because it's like it just builds on each other, it builds on each other. So where can self-acceptance happen? I know it's a process and I take people through it, but for right now, I want you to walk away with one band-aid, and that's your first key, is self-acceptance. So who wants to raise your hand? Your virtual hand or your physical hand? Because those of you I can see physically, yes. So Anagha, do you want some self-acceptance too? Are you raising your hand half-heartedly? Okay. The rest of you, Angela, Rebecca, Elise, you can put your virtual hand. Yes, 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 yes. Let's do this, right? Thank you for those two hands, Angela. Angela and Kevin, they both wanted. So the easiest way to do is sit back, let go of your pen, paper, whatever. And because I'm a yoga teacher too, I'm going to ask you to breathe. Just breathe, shake things off, okay? And put your shoulders back. Take your hands up and to the side. And keep breathing and keep smiling, and then cross your arms over each other. And now your cheeks. So your right hand on your left cheek and your left hand on your right cheek, and just sway like a seaweed, gently, softly, at your own pace, your own rhythm, and say, hmm, hmm, and feel the vibration in your jaws, feel the vibration in your palms, and then you can even rock yourself front and back. Hmm, hmm, and say, I accept myself. And say, I accept you, and say your name. Anagha, Jamie, Elise, Angela, Kevin, Rebecca, just say this. I accept myself. And if you feel like yawning, that's normal. And when you're cupping your face, you actually feel like that little child whose cheeks were cupped by someone who loved them and said, I love you. And you're doing that to yourself. It's not your inner child, it's your inner infant who is feeling this acceptance. Promise me that you will do this exercise every day. Do it before your shower, do it after your shower. I don't care. Do it before your bed, do it after you wake up. You have to do this. And remove your hand and shake it up. Now, if you say that, why do I have to do it this way? Let me ask you to do something. Just take your right hand to your right cheek and your left hand to your left cheek and see how different it feels than when you do it right hand to left cheek and left hand to right cheek. Because when you're doing this, you're balancing your masculine with your feminine. Your right hand, your masculine coming into your left, your feminine side, and your feminine side, your left hand coming to your right. Because when someone cups your cheek, it's always right to left and left to right. So please do this exercise of self-acceptance. And you may be like, how often should I do it? As often as you feel like. But you have to do it at least once a day. Because I am assuming you're a responsible adult and you brush your teeth at least once a day. But ideally, you should brush your teeth after every meal. So if you do it after every conversation you have with someone, excellent. If you do it before every conversation you have with everyone, excellent. But if you don't brush your teeth after every meal, it's not up to me. It's your dentist's story. Your dental bill goes up. But at least you do it once a day, don't you? So this is like that. You do it at least once a day. The second key is forgiveness. And you may be like, okay, I don't want to forgive that person because they did this to me. I can't forgive them. No, 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 no. Let me tell you something. Mark Twain said it the best, and I love it. Forgiveness is the fragrance that a violet releases when the heel crushes it. You can go look it up. It's a very famous saying. Forgiveness is never for someone else. You don't have to forgive anyone who has hurt you. You only need to forgive yourself for having held on to the pain for so long. Someone says something to you for 20 seconds, and then for 20 years, you have been running the tape within you. Yes or yes, right? So who is really the one hurting you? You, because you have been running a tape within you about something someone said for 20 seconds so long ago. So you have to forgive yourself. And you may be like, how do I do that? Yes. Yes. Rebecca, thank you for sharing that. Thank you for that, Rebecca. And if you would like to get on your camera, that's fine. But if your internet is not good, then keep the camera off, because I want you to receive all of this. So how do you forgive yourself? In Hawaii, we call it to become pono with who you are. And pono doesn't have an equivalent translation in English, but I have come up with this from 20 years. When you are aligned with who you are, and what does that mean? You'll be like, what does that even mean? You are in integrity with who you are. And integrity comes from the word integer, and integer means whole. When you're whole and complete, and you're like, all right, Keya, all this good stuff. How do I do it? Your thoughts need to be aligned with your feelings. And when your thoughts and feelings are aligned, guess what happens? This is your thoughts, This is your feelings, and this is your no zone, your chi center. Oopsie, your chi center. So let's erase this so this becomes clearer for you. So when your thoughts are aligned with your feelings, you drop into your no zone, because 2 points will always make a line. But 3 points, it's like, it better be a straight line. So your thoughts need to be aligned with your feelings, need to be, and the moment these two are aligned, you drop into your no zone. And what does that mean? You might have heard of some people being thinkers and some people being feelers, right? But thinkers also feel and feelers also think. But if you go and ask a person, what do you think? And if they are a thinker, they'll be like, let me get back to you. But if you talk to a feeler who's predominantly feeler and you ask them, what do you think about, they're like, let me tell you what I feel. When you ask a thinker, what do you feel? I need to think about that. And this is not wrong. This is not bad. This is how we are wired. But if you think of something and you feel the same thing too, you are in integrity. Like you think you should buy a house, but you feel you should rent. You will always be in that state of like, I don't know. But if you think you should buy a house and you feel also you should own your own house, you're in integrity. That's the day you will buy your own house. Think about it. Think about it. Yes. So how do you get into the state of being in integrity, being in state of kono? Here's a simple exercise. Again, put everything down and we will take 4 ha breaths. And a ha breath is you will inhale with your nose. Hopefully you don't have any cold, so you can inhale through your nose. But if you can't inhale through your nose, you can use your mouth. But don't open it too wide when you're breathing in, because it needs to go in slow, long, deep. So breathe in. Nice, slow, long, deep. Hold. Don't be in a rush to breathe out. Just hold your breath in. It's a gap. And now exhale with a ha. And a ha means you will unlock your jaws and you will do. So you don't have to touch. I was just showing it. Okay. Thank you for that, Anagha. Thank you for being on the camera. Yes. So breathe in. Nice, slow, long, deep. Hold and exhale. Empty yourself. Let your belly go back as far back as it can. And pause. Don't be in a rush to take the next breath. And after you pause, relaxing, breathing in again, nice, slow, long, deep. Hold, exhale, and feel your neck relax, your shoulders relax. Breathing in again, nice, slow, long, deep. Hold and exhale. Release, relax, let go. And another breath. Hold, release, relax, let go. Keep breathing. And now, do this at your own pace. Breathe in, nice, slow, long, deep. Hold in, release, relax, let go with your mouth. Pause. Breathing in again, slow, long, deep. Hold, release, relax, let go. Breathing in again, nice, slow, long, deep. Release, relax, let go. And another breath. Hold, release, relax. relax, let go, and gently return into the room. And now, tell me, how do you feel? You can drop it in the chat, how you feel. Do you feel more in integrity with yourself, more pono with who you are? And maybe you're still too out there. I do not see anything in the chat yet, but I will tell you, this would be a great time to tell yourself, I forgive myself. Jamie says, I feel great and at peace. Yes. Anaga says, feel very relaxed. Yes. Thinking and feeling very calm. Thank you. So that is what you need for yourself. So how many of you would like to have more forgiveness in your life? Drop an F. I want to see an F in that if you want to have more forgiveness in life. Because if you say you want confidence, you cannot have confidence without acceptance. You cannot have acceptance. You cannot have confidence without forgiveness. Because anytime you go out, some of you said self-acceptance, what is self-expression, whatever it is that you want to go out there and have it, how are you going to do that if you're still blaming yourself, still shaming yourself, still hurting yourself, still not accepting yourself? You cannot do it. So the first key is acceptance, the second is forgiveness. So after you have taken these 4 ha breaths, nice, slow, long, deep, you will say, I forgive myself, and say, I forgive you, and say your name. Say your name. Thank you, Rebecca, for that. And the third key, how many of you are ready for the third key? Yes? So before I give you the third key, I'm going to tell you something about confidence. It's the vitamin C for your mind. Because vitamin C helps you with 2 things. It helps you with prevention and it helps you with cure. Hollis Linang, he had come up and he even won a Nobel Prize for saying that, and he had proven it, that vitamin C cures all diseases. But in America, we said, we don't know about that because we have a pharmaceutical industry that needs to make more money. Yeah. So it's not, but if you take a very high dosage of vitamins, you can even cure cancer because it's just you're boosting your immune system up to a certain level that it can fight all the antibodies. So we are not going to fight with the FDA over here, but we will start using this vitamin C shot in the arm every day through self-acceptance, self-forgiveness, and the third is self-love. And I am going to give you a Band-Aid right here, right now, that you can start using from today. We will use it over here. And from now onwards, you will do it until eternity because you deserve self-love. Because unless you can love yourself, you will be looking for love in too many places and in all the wrong places, right? You need to love yourself. Because when you love yourself, guess what happens? You attract loving people in your life, people who love themselves. And love no longer is a transaction. I love you, so you need to love me. No, 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 no. I love me, and that's good enough. And so I attract other people who love themselves. And together we are all in this nice kumbaya relationship. We are all lovey-dovey people. And who couldn't use more love in their life? And this thing, if you forget the, holding your cheeks and you forget the ha breaths, at least you will remember this. And this takes only 20 seconds. And you may be like, okay, I'm running late. So you're running late. You will be just 20 seconds more late. It's okay. There's no rush. Your first breath, you'll take in, hold, release, pause, and you will say, I accept myself. The second breath, you'll breathe in, hold, release, and say, I forgive myself. And the third breath, take in, hold, release, and you will say, I love you, and your first name. We will go through this together, and I'll tell you how to do it. With your inhalation, count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. When you're holding it in, you're going to count 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And when you exhale with a count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So your exhalation is twice longer than your inhalation. And then you will say your affirmation. I accept myself, or you will say, I accept you and your first name. I forgive myself, or I forgive you and your first name. And then you will say, I love you and your first name. You can say it in your own language. If your language isn't English, when you were growing up at home, you can even say it by your nickname, your pet name, whatever favorite name the person you adore the most used to call you, because that's what your inner child is familiar with. Will say this name. So remember, 4 in, 6 hold, 8 out, and then pause. And normally, people take 15 to 16 breaths in a minute. But when you start doing this, you're taking 12 breaths in a minute, 10, 8, or even 6. And guess what this is doing to your body? The combustion is reduced, metabolism slows down. And you look more youthful. How many of you could use that? Looking more youthful. Some of you are very young. I might be the oldest person in this room right now, in this circle right now. But you look more youthful. If you have seen meditators, people who have been meditating for 20 years or 40 years, they look ageless. They have a face that is ageless. And this is why. Because the ash production in their body is very low. Their metabolism, you slow down. Because that moment when you're not breathing in or breathing out is the gap. And in that gap is all your magic. The fountain of youth is right there. So when you're meditating, your breath will slow down. So let's do this together. How many of you are ready for this? Drop a C in the chat. I want to see a chat. I want to see a C in the chat. So I know you are still present with me. Yes, I see 2 C's. Okay, Rebecca and Anagha. See, I'm at work though, Jamie. Yes, and look at her. She's at work and she's still working on her vitamin C. Yes, Angela. Yes, Martha, Rebecca. Yes, we are all here, all for it. And thank you, Rebecca, for putting in all those notes. I love you, girl. I love you. And I'm so grateful for you. So people, you can save this chat. You can save this chat and you will have all the notes that people have been dropping over here. So let's do this thing together. I will do the counting for you. And I'm going to bring back some music. There you go. So keep breathing. So inhale, nice, slow, long, deep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And say, I accept myself. I accept you, and say your first name. Breathe in again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I forgive myself. I forgive you. And your first name. Breathe in again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I love you, Jamie. I love you, Angela. I love you, Kevin. I love you, Martha. I love you, Rebecca. I love you, Elise. I love you, Anaga. And another breath in, breathing in love, holding love, breathing out peace, and seeing your breath surround you, this breath of peace surrounding you like a beautiful blanket, top to bottom, front to back, side to side. And slowly return into this space. And if you have any questions or any feedback about how you're feeling in this moment, what's going on in your life, what's going on in your presence. Life means not your whole life story, but your life is right here, right now, your present, your essence, and anything. You can share it in public or you can share it in private. I want to be here for you. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Anaga says it was wonderful. Jamie says that was powerful. I hope Elise and Angela are still here. And Rebecca, thank you for being here and filling in all these notes. Martha, good. Now, does anyone want to know what next for you? I have been telling you, I have these programs that I help people with, and there are many, and you can connect with me in, I have this free thing that I would love to share with you, and it is coachkeya.com connect. Fill out this form for me. Hi, Rebecca, glad to see you. So when you fill out the form, I get all your details so I can prepare for you. And then after that, you can go, you have access to my calendar where you can go ahead and set up your time to have a clarity chat with me. And I ask you details as personal as your date of birth, place of birth, time of birth, so I can even take a look at your astrological chart and be really prepared when you and I meet as to what's going on and what could be the logical steps for you to take so you can continue having more confidence and, just use this as a launch pad into a life of further confidence. And that is my gift for you. And I would also love to know how I did, what is it that you would have liked to receive over here and what could have been better, more, this was too much, this was too little. I have a form a feedback form. And when you fill that out, you will also receive a document from me with everything that I covered today. I know it was an immersive experience. So you might be like, what did Keya say? What was it? 4? Was it 6? Was it 8? Was it 10? I don't remember what it was. Yes, you will receive a document with all the 3 keys that you can keep with you wherever, on your refrigerator, on your bathroom mirror, in your car, whatever it is, and use this. Use it for yourself to have more of whatever it is that you want for yourself. So does anyone have any questions for me at this point? This is your time to have. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jamie, for being here. All right, all my love for you. Thank you. Bye for now. And take me up on that offer and connect with me so we can go deeper with this, okay? It's a free clarity chat for you. Thank you. So this is your time to have a hot seat coaching, if that is something you want, like something that's going on that you want to work through, you want a quick answer for that. Because I'm also an intuitive, you don't have to talk too much, you can have whatever it is that you want. Elise, Angela. Someone else dropped out right now. Okay. Okay, Martha left. I'm not even keeping track of who's over here. Oh, Angela raised her hand. Yes, Angela, go ahead.
I guess I just wondered if you had any ideas for, I guess what I've been experiencing recently is a friend supporting a friend who is struggling with multiple issues at once, just like a sandwich of issues. And, she's been relying on me for support, but unfortunately, it's kind of been rubbing off in not a good way. I've been finding
Mm,
myself less confident and almost
mm,
almost mirroring some of the clinging behaviors and things like that I've seen from her.
mhm.
Wanted some thoughts on that.
Yes, it's the simplest thought for that is law of attraction. And that's a great question. Yes, Rebecca, thank you. First of all, Angela, let me tell you, I am so proud of you for being that vulnerable right now, to even share that. Would you all agree that that is something we all experience? I do. I'm an empath. Yes. I get into an energy field, and then whatever is going on over there, it's going on with me too, because we are such kind, caring people. Um, and as empaths, what happens is we let we become these super women, the super moms. Oh, I will do this for you. I'll help you with this. But then guess what happens? After some time, it becomes draining. It pulls us down. So one of the things is to have this. Um, you might have heard of the white light. Have the white light as a protective barrier against you. Um, Not against you, around you. Forgive me for that. Around you. Do this exercise. Okay. I accept myself, I forgive myself, and I love myself. And that last breath is the most powerful. That was the bonus that you received. Breathing in love, holding in love, breathing out peace, and seeing yourself surrounded by peace. And you can do like 1 layer of peace, 2 layers of peace, 3 layers of peace, 4 layers of peace. And what happens is you create an energetic, I don't want to call it a wall, because a wall again suddenly becomes solidified, but a blanket around you. So their energy bounces off of them. And for example, you can think of something like a doctor, you know, a doctor or a nurse who is, I don't know about today, modern. I don't go to hospitals, so I don't know. But I think of the olden days, where there was these doctors and nurses who were helping people with infectious diseases, deadly diseases, like, yes, Rebecca says energetic filter, like diphtheria, typhoid, cholera, malaria, like all these diseases, tuberculosis, whatever. And they were in the trenches working with those people every day, day in and day out, and they were fine. You know why? Because the doctor knew she did not have the luxury of falling sick because the patients were dependent on her. So they took care of them so that energetically they had that barrier around them. And a modern equivalent would be, sorry, whenever I'm drinking, keep breathing. I'm drinking just water, plain water. Is when you see a doctor in a surgical theater, surgery room, they have their cap on and they have the special shoes on and the gloves on and the suit on, the scrub suit. Why do they have all of that on? Because they do not want to infect the patient with whatever is from the outside world. And they also don't want to get infected by everything that's going to come out of the patient when they open them up. And you have to, when you are in this place of caregiving, because a caregiver's job is the hardest job that I know of. Your your teapot needs to be full before you can fill their cup. So make sure you have that blanket of love and peace around you. And you can breathe in love, hold in love, breathe out peace, hold out peace. See yourself wrapped in peace. And next breath in, breathe in peace, hold in peace, and breathe out love and see yourself covered by the blanket of love. And do this as much as you need. You can do it for 60 seconds. You can do it 60 times. Who's counting? Do it before you pick up the phone to text your friend, before you pick up the phone to call your friend, before you pick up the phone to respond to their call or text. And it is a rule, okay? It has been discussed a lot recently that every 45 minutes, you need to take a 15-minute break. You need that break. You need to physically move. We were moving, we were twisting, we were turning, we were stretching, we were going up, but it's all about your spine. So you have to do that. Whenever you feel it coming up within you, Angela, and I hope this is helping the rest of us also over here. Whenever you feel like I can't take it anymore, tell them I need a break. Go to the bathroom. No one is going to stop you to go to the bathroom. And then go drink some water. You have physically moved your body. The moment you physically move your body, you energetically shift within you. I hope this helps. But if you want to like really continue this conversation and go deeper and deeper into this, fill out that form on coachkeya.com connect, and let's have that clarity chat for you as to how to empower yourself so you can be a better care provider. Because this is one thing I can promise anyone over here or anyone listening in later on, is that the challenge that we have is not external, it's internal. So you can leave one boss, one job, one nagging colleague, and go take up another job. And somehow that same boss, the same nagging colleague, the same situation showed up because I did not do my internal work. But when you do the internal work, you don't have to move these physical things because these people will just fall off. We call them Klingons. They cannot cling on to you anymore because you have energetically shifted yourself to another level and their vibration cannot hold on to you, and so they will slip and fall. And this is true. I hope that answered your question. No more Klingons. Yes, no more Klingons. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, and let's go deeper. Let's have a conversation, and, you and Kevin, both of you can show up on that conversation together and let's see, what comes up for you as your next step so you can live that. I'm sure you have a reason why you came here. It was not just freedom from, but freedom to. So whatever is that freedom to that you want to get into, I can help you get there. And everybody needs coaches, everybody needs healers, everybody needs someone who can be subjective and objective with them on this journey of transformation. And when you work with me, it's not a transaction. I'll tell you upfront, it's not a transaction, it's only a transformation. Does anyone else have any question that I can answer? Or Angela, if you have another. Yes, yes, Rebecca, there will be. Thank you, Angela. Yes, I appreciate you showing up over here today. It has been a while. Yes, and I'm glad your husband is here too. Does anyone else have any other question? Or anything that you would like to add to whatever Angela said? How many of you face that same thing, that when you are with a certain kind of people, you have that situation where it's like you just feel drained, you love your friend so much, but after you are with that person, you feel like, okay, now I can't be there for myself because I was there for that person. This used to be my story when I had only two modes of operation. Either I worked or I rested. Either I worked or I rested. And people would say, like, what do you do for fun? Like, this was like 17, 18 years ago. A lady asked me, what does Keya want for Keya? And I'm like, I don't want anything for me. All I want is my kids to be happy, healthy, and safe. I'm like, okay, yes, of course you want your kids to be happy, healthy, and safe. But what do you want for you? And I was like, I don't think this lady gets me. I don't think she has any clue what she's talking about, because I did not know what it meant to ask for me. Yeah, that was my story. Yes. Anything else? Anyone else? So Martha says, most of my so-called friends are not in my field anymore. I'm learning to accept from a higher perspective. Yes, very much. Yes, higher perspective. And here's something I will tell you about your, the word Martha used over here is higher perspective. I call it, there are two ways you can call it, your higher consciousness or your super consciousness. It doesn't matter. And you might say, my super consciousness is this huge, big, gigantic thing all out there. But let me tell you what it really is and where it is. Your super consciousness is your core self, your higher consciousness. That's where you are. That's your core. And around that, you have your shell. This is your shell. So your shell is this persona. We talk about a personality, and the word persona literally means a mask. It's a mask you wear. How many of you over here have more than one child? I have three kids. I don't know how many children Rebecca or Angela has. Elise, I know, has two kids. Yes. And if I gave each of your children a piece of paper and said, write a page about your mom, and don't write your name and don't tell me who your mom is, and we put all those papers to it, you will think there are three moms, because it is a perception. It's the way they see you. It's not who you are, because it's your shell. Go to your core. And when you come from your core, no one messes with you. You are kono. You are in integrity. You are whole. You are complete. So, Angela, do you feel like you are a little bit more confident when you go to meet your friend the next time, that you will not feel that drained? Rebecca has 4 kids.
Yes, I really like what you were saying, to blanket myself in light and
Hmm.
before picking up the phone, because I think what was happening was I was going ahead and picking up the phone and wanting to almost respond in anger, basically, or just um uh, really it was more like hearing a series of complaints, and so okay, well, I'll complain back to you. I really don't feel like that's so productive. So yeah, I didn't put the light around me before sending that, right?
Yes, yes. It is so important to take care of you. Always remember this: you cannot fill someone's cup from an empty pot. Think of the oxygen mask. When you fly a plane, they tell you first put the oxygen mask on you before you help a child next to you or an elderly person. Why? Because unless you help yourself, you cannot help others. There are 3 ways of giving. One is give to get, a transaction. One is give to give, but with an agenda. And one is give to live. And the highest form of giving is the giving to live, because when you give, you don't have an accounts receivable and an accounts payable. No, you just give because this is who you are. So I hope this adds value to your life, to your day. And I hope you give me a feedback in that form, coachkeya.com/feedback, because I need that to make it better for you the next time. And I hope you take me up on that clarity chat. Even if you are still working with me, go ahead and fill it up and let's have another clarity chat. It's just, getting to know you even deeper. Or even if I have worked with you in the past, let's go there and see what's niggling you right now and what can we do to create that freedom to experience rather than always freedom from. I want to be free from my family. I want to be free from it. That is the work we do, the transformational work that we do. We can do 1-day retreats, half a day retreats, VIP days. We can do a full transformation, 3 months, 4 months, 12 months, 18 months, whatever it is. And we can do it in individual setting. We can do it in a group setting. We can do it as couples, but everything is one-on-one. And of course, when you work with me in between your sessions, you do get unlimited text support. Yes, so you don't have to wait for the next session. Whoever signs up for the Braveheart coaching program, they get unlimited tech support. All my clients will tell you that. And some of my clients, they don't text, they talk into their phone. So it's like a thesis showing up. But I'm like, no, they need me. I'm here for them. Yeah. Anything else? Anyone? All right. I'm so happy that we are here. How many? Like, yes, you can book a chat with me on that link. And here is something that I like to leave you with. And we will go through a mild hypnosis, meditation, whatever you want to call, energy transmission, whatever you want to call it. I will take you on a mild, soft journey. And when you come out at the other end, you will definitely feel more well, peaceful, happier, joyous, and definitely confident. How many of you want to, because you stuck it out with me till the end, how many of you want to go through that experience? But if you don't want to, you can just sign off. I'm so happy that you are here today. But if you want to do that, just raise your hand so I know. Okay, let's do this. Let's bring on some soft music. Share. Okay. Your feet, you can dim your lights if you want to. Turn off your lights or dim your lights. Just lean back on your chair. I hope you're not sitting on a stool. And feet on the flat on the ground, even if you're wearing shoes, feet on the ground. And take your hands, put them either on your thighs or on your abdomen or on your chest, or left hand on your chest and right hand on your belly, and breathe. Breathing in, holding in, breathing out, and letting go. Inhale, hold, release, relax, let go. Breathe in again, hold, release, relax, let go. And one more breath of gratitude for this day, this moment, this hour, this journey. Inhale, hold, release, relax, let go. And now feel your chest expand and contract. Feel your belly expand and contract, rising and falling with each breath, your life force in your body, the wave that lifts you, that carries you, your life force, and you're riding that wave. And remember, this regulates your emotions. Your emotions are the ocean. You cannot control the ocean. All you can control is the ship that rides the waves of the ocean. So all you can control is the way you respond to what happens. You cannot control your emotion. Don't even try it. I shall count from 5 all the way to 0. And with each count, I shall mention a part of your body. Focus on that part of your body. Squeeze the muscles gently and release, relax, let go. So with the count of 5, focusing on your toes, moving up through the bottom of your feet into your heels, your ankles, your shin, your calves, your knees. Squeeze, release, relax, let go. With the count of 4, focusing on your knees, moving up your thighs into your hips, your glutes. Squeeze, release, relax, let go. With the count of 3, focusing on your abdomen and your chest, your lower abdomen, your upper abdomen, your lower chest, your upper chest. Squeeze, release, relax, let go. With the count of 2, focusing on your neck and your throat, your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your fingers, and your fingertips. Squeeze, release, relax, let go. With the count of 1, just relaxing your face, your cheeks, your jaws, your mouth, your lips, your teeth, your tongue, your nose, your eyes, your cheeks, ears, the back of your head, and the top of your head. Just relax and let go. And with the count of 0, deep sleep. Each time I suggest deep sleep for purposes of hypnosis or healing, you will reach this level of homeostasis or go even deeper. And now, imagine or visualize, picture or pretend you're at the end of a pathway. 20 steps. Each step you take, your feeling of wellness, well-being, self-esteem, and confidence intensifying 10 times. So, with full intention and purpose, you take your left foot out with the count of 20. 19, your right foot comes out. 18, your left. 17, your right. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Going even deeper. And now, notice your feet on the earth, this path that you have been walking towards healthier self esteem, self worth, and self confidence. As you keep walking down this path, the earth beneath your feet grounding you. There's water close by, nourishing you. Clouds in the sky. Each cloud in this blue sky has one of your trouble out there. And notice the breeze blowing away the clouds and your troubles dissipate in the wind. Tall trees grounding you. They are thousands of years old and they will be here for thousands of years even when we have left the planet. These trees are the wisdom keepers. They breathe life into the earth. Their roots go down deep to the core, and the tall hips, the leaves, blow in the breeze and touch the heavens. There is a late afternoon sun setting, and it's filtering down through these leaves, the roof in the sky, and it falls on the water. Gentle ripples, the ripples reflecting the sunlight like a million stars, golden stars. And as you keep walking, you find a spot beneath one tree that's calling you. Go ahead and take your spot beneath that tree. Again, feet on the earth, and you look down at the gentle ripples on the water, the waves coming to the shore, to the bank of the water, bringing in freshness, new possibilities to you. And the waves that are receding are taking your troubles away too. Those emotions of anger, sorrow, fear, guilt, hurt, shame, pain, and doubts away from you, all the way into the horizon. All those thoughts, those worries, those disappointments, those judgments, those deep insecurities, takes them all away to the horizon. And as the sun sets, takes it all away, transforming it, because energy cannot be created or destroyed, they can only be transformed. And you are here, breathing, being present with love and peace, gratitude and joy, reverence, freedom. You feel the presence of a loving, kind, wise being next to you who has a gift for you, and you're open to receiving this gift. Maybe you know its meaning, and maybe you don't, and either way, it is fine. Receive the gift and spend a minute or two in silence in the presence of this loving, wise, kind being. And in a minute, my voice will join you. And now, giving thanks to all the images that showed up, the thoughts, the feelings, the visceral feelings in your body, the emotions, giving thanks to everything, the images, the light. It's all within you. Promise yourself that you will come to this safe space, this sanctuary, as often as you need. Maybe once a day, maybe more, maybe once a week, whenever you need some taking care of yourself, self-care, making self-care a priority. With the count of 0, closing the door of your subconscious mind and keeping it open for suggestions that are positive and positive alone, including from you, my dear. 1, this new future you're stepping into, freedom. 2, blank. Whatever that blank is for you, fill it up right now. Freedom. 2, for some of us, it might be to speak up, to show up, to stand up, to shine, to share. Whatever it is, you are there. Your freedom. 2, 2, aligning and integrating your conscious and your subconscious mind, your body and your spirit, your heart, your soul. 3, it's an interesting number. It rhymes with the word free. So each time you read the number 3, you write it, you speak it, or you spell it, you know you are free. Free to choose, free to decide, free to be happy, free to be confident, and free to be free. Or finding your breath in your body where you just left it. 5, eyes open, wide awake and alert. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open, wide awake and alert. Bring your hands together, gently rub them with each other, slowly, and take the heel of your palm and let that rest on your cheekbone and the hollow of your palm covering your eyes, and breathe in. Breathe in love, hold in love, breathe out love, and see yourself surrounded by a blanket of love, top to bottom, front to back, side to side. Take your hands over your head and breathe in peace. Hold in peace, breathe out peace, and see yourself surrounded by peace. So the blanket of peace surrounds the blanket of love around you. And now bring your hands to your ears and breathe in joy, gratitude, and confidence. Hold in joy, gratitude, and confidence. Breathe out joy, gratitude, and confidence. And see yourself surrounded by joy, gratitude, confidence. That is the energy you emit. That is the people you attract. People who are peaceful, loving, joyous, grateful, and confident. What more can you ask for? Bring your hands back to your heart and breathe. And rock yourself front to back and side to side, slowly, like a seaweed, knowing that you love yourself. You are at peace with yourself. You're joyful. You're grateful. You're confident. You rock. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I cannot do this without you. We are all part of one cosmic web of infinite possibilities, infinite love, infinite peace. And I look forward to your feedback and to connecting with you deeper on a one-on-one basis. And with all the love and light within me, I humbly bow to the love and light that is you. Peace, love, and hooray for confidence. Yay! Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Martha.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, Anaga.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.